Hey, what's going on YouTube? Find some green here, and today the MLB The Show 25 gameplay trailer dropped. Let's get right into it and take a look. Now, of course, I have to have the sound off because I don't want to get any copyright strikes, but I can tell you from when I watched the trailer the first time, the metal bat ping and the ball up against the fence sound fantastic. Alright, so we got UCLA, TCU, Vols, Vanderbilt. See, and that was always in Road to the Show. I hope they didn't bring that over to Diamond Dynasty. Ambush pitching looks like guess pitch, just they tweaked it a little bit. Hopefully the sliding stays the Road to the Show. Change the catching animations at the wall, or at least what you have to do them. Graphically, it looks similar, maybe slightly improved. Nothing too crazy. This mode looks like it's going to be kind of cool. It seems like they brought in a weekend league. That is Roger Clemens. That is Manny Ramirez. And that is Cool Papa Bell. So it's three very good legends on top. It's a good way to start. All right, let's get into the meat and potatoes of it. So it says, we at San Diego Studio are thrilled to give you your first look at MLB The Show 25. As we celebrate 20 years of the show, we are deepening fan favorite modes like Road to the Show and introducing an all new mode in Diamond Dynasty called Diamond Quest. And of course, gameplay remains our top priority just like every year. We'll see. Road to the Show. Begin your Road to the Show journey by playing 2 to 3 games in high school and play 3 to 4 college games in the amateur years. Build the Road to the Show ball player you want, the way you want, utilize a revamped attribute progression system for more control over your player's development, including craft perks to your liking, and utilize a revamped attribute progression system for full control of your player's development. Crafting perks is interesting, considering that they've always had just the perk cards that we would sell. I'll be interested to see what they did with that and how exactly you earn them or earn pieces to craft them. It could be cool. It may be dumb. We'll have to see. Hear authentic high school and college audio. Hear the clank of the metal bats and the rattle of the chain link fences. Road to the Show Player Lock will feature a variety of new impact plays and quick time events for all positions and base runners. Craft a dynasty with franchise front office experience. So for the franchise, it says, this year in franchise mode, choices matter, consequences are real, and time is precious as a revitalized free agency system adds risk/reward elements, strategy, and excitement to the pursuit of the top free agents each offseason. Well, unless they added a whole bunch of deferred money for the Dodgers, I don't know how much different it's really going to be. But I guess we'll see. The disappointing part here is it doesn't say anything at all about an online franchise mode, which I know most people, that's really what they were talking about. I guess we'll have to see. Expanding Diamond Dynasty and more. Sets and seasons will not be returning in MLB The Show 25. We already knew that. I wish that wasn't their first line. That was like their major selling point when they first announced that 25 was coming out. Diamond Dynasty and MLB The Show 25 offers 2 new places to play: Diamond Conquest, a risk-reward board game-like mode, and a highly competitive multiplayer mode in Weekend Classic, featuring some of the best rewards. Speaking of rewards, fans will be able to earn the top rewards in their favorite modes at various points in the year, and a new Team Affinity programs will be the go-to place for fans to unlock items and players unique to their favorite MLB team. Okay, so that's cool. This sounds relatively similar to what we've had over the last couple of years. Weekend League is going to be a thing. I was hoping they would do more than Weekend League in terms of multiplayer modes. I'm not mad at it. I just wish they did a little bit more outside the box thinking. If you've seen any of my other videos, I thought there were other things that they could do and tweak and whatever to try to give us something to do, because all this is going to be, especially with it being the best rewards, is going to be a giant sweat fest. And I'm not complaining about it, but it would have been nice if they thought of something else besides just that. But it's possible. I don't know. Diamond Quest looks like some sort of weird board game. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm definitely going to give it a try. It could be really fun. I guess we'll see. It says for gameplay improvements and expansion with show tech. Wait, you know what? Before we do that, actually, no, it's in here. I guess it's in here. Yeah, it is. Okay, so hundreds of new animations for extreme realism across the whole game, including all new Rob home runs, hotshot catches, on-the-run catches, and tags, and much, much more. GOAT difficulty, new this year, will give you the ultimate challenge. All new ambush hitting for a more realistic plan of attack at the plate, and then new reaction time system on defense. So here's the thing. The all new ambush hitting, it's not really new. Excuse me, I'm getting some water. It's not really new at all. They may have tweaked it, but essentially what it seems to be is guess pitch. Because in years past, before they removed guess pitch from online modes, you could guess the location if you wanted to. You could guess the location and the pitch type if you wanted to. You could just guess the pitch type, and it would alert you. And if I remember correctly, in the old days, it would take away the control of the actual pitcher to complete his throwing motion. It would literally auto throw it. Now, I'm not saying it's going to do that, but from what I can see, it's still basically guess pitch. The only difference now is that your PCI gets extremely large if you guess the right location. And if you don't, you get penalized the further away you get from that location. It's still really the same thing. And if I remember correctly, most people, when they introduced it into events where you had to use it, hated it, for lack of a better term. Like, they absolutely hated it. It was the most obnoxious thing ever. Now, the way I view it is sinkers are probably still going to be the meta, right? High sinkers are probably still going to be the meta, and you're going to have the option to guess high sinker every single pitch, and that'll be the way that they let people combat that, because they haven't figured out how to either A, fix it, or B, give us something else that would be meta. I'm not crazy about the idea. And for the record, I don't specifically just spam sinkers. They're there. Everybody throws them. If you're not throwing them, I don't know what's wrong with you. But there are other pitches you can use to set up other pitches and throw other things. That's not the problem. The problem is that in years past, anything in this type of vein was usually a crutch. For me personally, I started playing in, I think it was 17 or 18. I want to say 18. Whatever Immortals was. So I want to say 18. And I found that once they got rid of this feature, even though it's supposedly new, that I became better at actually hitting because I wasn't relying on guessing where the pitch was supposed to be. At least in the events. Now, moving on from that. The new reaction time system on defense might be cool. As long as they keep most everything with extra buttons and extra motions once you're in the field, if they keep that all on road to the show, I'm fine with it. If they bring it into Diamond Dynasty, they better put us on, better servers or their servers, because when you're playing somebody who's got 400 ping, I think you guys know what it's like to try to do pinpoint or anything else with that lag. It's not good. It's not good. You better feed the mice and pray they're running super fast on those wheels for that internet connection, because otherwise it's just going to be a disaster. Anyway, Storylines presents the Negro League Season 3. Celebrate baseball's rich history with storylines. Play as famous and forgotten legends of the Negro Leagues while learning all about their incredible journeys. This season will be extra cool, because that's cool Papa Bell up there. Storyline Season 3 will once again be narrated by Negro Leagues Baseball Museum President Bob Kendrick. The man is awesome. With a whole new roster and some of the greatest players you've likely never heard of. The gameplay trailer is packed with exciting new features, updates to fan favorite modes, and a debut of three new legends. If you missed anything, don't worry, we've got plenty more to share. When you get to the schedule, and today was the day for pre-orders in the gameplay trailer, and then on the 11th they're going to do a deep dive into gameplay, which is not on Twitch, so you won't be able to earn any drops as far as I know. But then they're doing another feature premiere on gameplay, which will have a Twitch stream, so you'll be able to hopefully earn drops there. We've got the deep dive road to the show, no drop. Then the feature premiere road to the show should have a drop. And then they're doing deep dive on the franchise, deep dive on storylines, feature premiere on storylines that will have a drop. Then we get to March 4th, and that's going to be a deep dive into Diamond Dynasty, no drop. Ratings reveal should have a drop, but they don't know if it's going to be the 4th, the 6th, the 5th. Then you get to the 6th. Feature premiere for Diamond Dynasty should have a drop. Dev Tournament should have multiple drops. You'll have the Legends trailer, which is going to drop on the 11th, the same day as the Dev Tournament, which makes sense because any legends that they're using in the tournament should already be revealed. It'll be interesting to see who else is out there because Manny and Clemens and Cool Papa Bell are going to be awesome, you would think, although Manny, contrary to what some of my friends believe, he's going to be a glorified DH. I can't imagine him being out in the outfield, whether it's early in the game cycle or late. Or I guess late. They might bump him a little bit, or depending on what captains are around, maybe you can finagle an 80 fielding and maybe a gold or silver shield out. Then you get your feature premiere with the live content where they go through everything that they didn't tell you before, and that should earn you a drop. And then early access starts on the 14th, which really is on the 13th for anybody who's not on the East Coast. And then launch day's on the 18th. I'm not going to bother to read all this because we essentially just went through it. They have 3 different modes, or 3 different versions, I guess, that are on sale, which we've got right over here. I guess it's really only 2 versions, and then there's the Switch. So the thing about the $69.99 ones, it's cool because you're going to get one of those exclusive MLB The Show Topps trading cards, and eventually, especially if you get Skeens, because there's no guarantee which ones you're going to get, but if Skeens stays the course in what he's doing, that card might be kind of rare in 10 years or so. Otherwise, you get the full game and you get the 5 show packs. If you've got the extra $30, you're looking at 4 days of early access, the game, the double daily rewards, which is always nice. You don't really ever pull a giant amount of stuff out of that, but it's still nice to have, especially early, because it helps you collect, cards and either collect them or sell them. And they're worth more early than they are late, that's for sure. You get your 20 show packs. You get the 20th anniversary choice pack, which I would imagine is going to be potentially the 1 of 20 cover athletes, if I had to guess. You get 1 diamond choice pack, which I'm not sure. You get 5 gold choice packs, which is going to be most likely just any of your gold live series cards. You get your 20,000 stubs, you get an equipment pack, and you get the cover athlete basket. I would tell you the same thing I told you guys last year. If you heard, the 20 packs is obviously, you're going to want to, I would imagine, buying packs anyway, opening night. If you're getting the game early, you're probably going to want to rip packs. And then, as discussed before, the cards that you're ripping in those packs are probably not going to be more expensive at any other point than on those first couple of days, aside from the gatekeepers. Gatekeepers tend to go up. Although the last couple of years they didn't really fly up like they used to. That's more because of the fact of all the 99s and other stuff they dropped in the game. But this year with the power creep, they should increase in value. The gatekeepers, because they'll still be usable for a good amount of the early cycle, probably 3 months. Although you'll most likely see a couple of them even a little bit past that, I would imagine. yeah, the 5 gold choice packs, it's going to help you with your collections. They might be no sell. You might be able to sell them. I don't remember. It seems like it kind of fluctuates as to what they do. Some years it is, and some years it isn't. I'm not sure what's going to be in the Diamond Choice Pack. It's probably some other type of collection or program. I doubt they're just going to give us live series Diamond cards. I don't remember them doing that at any point in the last couple of years during launch. The 20,000 stubs is obviously going to help you either increase your bankroll or buy a specific card that you want, because I'm sure they'll release some sort of prospects or something on opening night. The equipment pack is stubs you can sell. Equipment's usually pretty expensive when we start off, and the cover athlete bat skin, if you're not collecting bat skins, then you can probably sell that too. If it's me, I'm buying the digital deluxe. I don't see why you wouldn't. What else can we discuss? Disappointing about no online franchise. Not crazy about the idea with the ambush. The Diamond Quest seems interesting. Weekend League, I'm excited for it. Like I said, I wish there was more than that, but I'm excited for it. And the first 3 legends they decided to reveal, or I was hoping Cool Pop Bill was going to be in the game last year, and everyone's been clamoring for Manny. And Clemens can have a high fastball, and he'll have a splitter, which I'm sure they'll find some way to mix in a sinker, but he should be fun to pitch with. And with his career arc, you'll be able to get some Red Sox and some Yankee cards throughout the course of BR and early power creep to late power creep. So there's that. The good news is they started off with Clemens and Manny, so you would imagine any of the legends they reveal, they're gonna release at least, you think, 1 to 2 more that are on the high side, like the big side. It could be Bonds, it might not be Bonds. It could be Nomar, it might not be Nomar, but there should be somebody. I mean, for all we know, it could be Beltran. It could happen. Just saying. But overall, the game looks good. From at least what we can see from the gameplay, it looks good. The graphics, I think, are a little bit improved. I don't think they're as good as they could be, probably because they're still on Switch, but it's better than what they've been. And now quickly switching over to Diamond Dynasty. Today they released, I believe it's supposed to be the last program of the year. Pretty sure it's the last program of the year, but it's the Now and Later program, so let's go check it out real quick. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are 11 Now and Later packs, and there is a 99 Willie Mays. However, if you complete the 99 Willie Mays, then you will receive a diamond version of Willie Mays in MLB The Show 25. So it looks like you got 1, 2, 3, 7, 10. 10 moments. 10 moments gets you 11 more packs and a Willie Mays for MLB The Show 25. Now, additionally, as we've already talked about in prior videos, make sure that you are completing your XP reward path to get these Now and Later packs that run all the way up, and make sure that you at least go in and run through a little bit of ranked seasons, just enough to get these 2 packs. That way you have them as well. All right, so right now, my collection, not collections, inventory. Right, my inventory under my vouchers, I have 14 Now and Later packs, and I'll do the program really quick, and I'll end up with 25, which leaves me, or not leaves me, but gives me 45 packs on opening night, not including the choice packs or the gold packs. It should be good. It should be good. They've definitely given us more packs going into 25 than we had going into 23 or 24 that I can remember. The Now and Later program is really just it's a nice gesture, if you want to call it an apology for giving us such a crappy version of 24. And by all means, I didn't hate the gameplay. I wasn't overly enthused by repeatedly having to do everything over, and I made multiple videos regarding that. I will say, after taking 2.5 months off to play college football, that it was nice to come back and play again. Unfortunately, I don't think their purpose was to drive us away and then have us come back. I think their intentions were good, but their plan was just dumb, to put it. It's not really polite, but the best I got. So, anyway, yeah. Listen, the metal bats seem cool. The chain link fence seems cool. Having the colleges in the game seems cool. The legends don't seem bad. Some of the modes they're introducing seem like they might be fun, and there are a couple things that you scratch your head like, why the hell did you bother? But on the whole, I think it's a step in the right direction. We'll learn more over the next 6 weeks, right? Because we're about 43 days to launch, so 6 weeks, about 42. Yeah, over the next 6 weeks, we'll get a pretty good idea, hopefully a good idea, of what they're doing. If you made it this far, please consider leaving a like, clicking subscribe, and hitting the noti bell. It helps us get the content out to more people, inform more people, generate some sort of conversation about the game. If you want to share any of your thoughts down below, I welcome any comments or questions. It's always fun to answer people. So, 2 things though that I almost forgot. One, where's the tech test? They don't mention a tech test. They didn't give us a tech test last year. I was really hoping they would actually give us a tech test this year. There's no mention of it whatsoever anywhere. And also, where the hell is Mike Piazza? He's got a 90 overall collection card from the live series, and we didn't see another card of him for the rest of the year. Which, unfortunately, I think that means goodbye, Mike, because we probably won't see you in 25, which is a shame because it seemed like his card was actually going to be good in 24, and then we never got another version. But that sucks. I guess it is what it is. Anyway, if you made it this far, I appreciate the time. And until next time, you have a good one.